A bright, sunny day shattered by tragedy. This is the story of Jonathan Joss, a remarkable actor loved by many for his role in King of the Hill. But how can someone so full of life be taken away so suddenly? What happened on that fateful day? Jonathan was just 59 years old when he was shot dead in Texas. His husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, believes it was a hate crime. But the police say they have found no evidence to support that it was motivated by hate. How could two entirely different narratives emerge from one horrific event? What does this tell us about how we understand violence against others? On that tragic day, Jonathan and Tristan returned to their old home, a place filled with cherished memories. But this wasn't just any house. It had been destroyed in a fire after they faced relentless threats in their community. Can you imagine the fear and pain they felt each time they returned? How heartbreaking is it to have to deal with such hostility in a place that should feel safe? As they arrived, Jonathan and Tristan found something disturbing: a dog's skull and its harness left in the open. This shocking discovery pushed them over the edge. Can you understand the pain they were going through? Grief took hold as they shouted and cried, struggling to process their loss. What would you do in their shoes? Suddenly, a man approached them, spewing violent, homophobic slurs. Can you feel the air grow thick with tension? It escalated quickly as he pulled out a gun. In a moment of sheer bravery, Jonathan pushed Tristan out of the way, saving his life. What kind of love drives someone to risk everything for another? Tragically, Jonathan was shot. Why do acts of love often lead to such horror? When the police arrived, they found Jonathan lying on the ground. Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja was arrested right after, but this raised even more questions. Was this just an isolated incident? Or is there a larger issue at play? Why is it so difficult for some people to accept others for who they are? Investigators spent countless hours trying to find answers. Despite Tristan's claims of a hate crime, the police couldn't find any evidence to support it. How can we make sense of such violence without clear motives? Why do we deny the pain felt by others simply because it's uncomfortable for us? News of Jonathan's death spread quickly, leaving friends and fans heartbroken. Nick Offerman, a co-star from Parks and Recreation, remembered him as a sweet guy. What does it mean to lose someone who made a difference in your life? This loss touched many who cherished his work. The creators of King of the Hill honored Jonathan as well. They recognized his incredible talent and the warmth he shared with everyone. Can you imagine the impact one person can have on a whole community, even in animated form? How does a voice resonate with people's lives? Just days before his death, Jonathan spoke passionately at a panel for King of the Hill. He expressed how much the show meant to him. Can you feel the connection he had to his work? How does it feel to be part of something that you love so deeply, only for it to be taken away? Jonathan's story raises important questions about love and violence. Why do some people still face hatred in a world that should embrace diversity? His death forces us to confront the discomfort around love in its many forms. Are we doing enough to create a space where everyone feels accepted and safe? In the wake of this tragedy, the community came together to honor Jonathan. They chose to spread messages of love and unity, showing that hate would not win. Are we willing to stand up for those who can't defend themselves? How can we ensure that Jonathan's legacy fosters kindness and understanding in our world? Jonathan. Joss may no longer be with us, but his spirit challenges us to act. What will you do to carry on his legacy of love? Together, let's choose compassion over indifference and love over hate. Jonathan's story teaches us that even in darkness, we can shine a light. Thank you for joining us today. Let's work together to create a world that celebrates love in all its forms.